I want to turn now to the birthers. These are the people that are a fringe of a fringe, I would say, who make the claim that Barack Obama is not an American citizen. And in the last week or so, they're getting a lot of airtime. Let's roll that tape.
Our third story in the countdown, some people still say President Obama is not an American citizen.
A lot of questions remaining, and seemingly the questions won't go away because they haven't been dealt with, it seems possible, to straightforwardly and quickly.
Barack Obama has yet to have to prove he's a citizen. All he'd have to do is show a birth certificate.
No, you are feeding the wacko wing of your party. Do you believe that Barack Obama is a legitimate native-born American or not?
That is not what this bill is about.
Republican Congressman John Campbell getting the treatment from Chris Matthews. These are ludicrous claims. There is no factual basis for them. Why give the birthers any airtime, Roger Simon?
Well, that's a good question. The most difficult thing for the media to do is avert its eyes from the car wreck, is to not make the clown show go on even longer. Journalists, too many times, used a fig leaf in this. They said, well, there's a bill in Congress introduced by these elected officials saying presidents ought to present their birth certificates. Or the other fig leaf is, this is a huge story in the media, so we're going to cover it as a media story. And it's just an excuse not to act responsibly and not to use any judgment of our own.
One of the only newspapers, and here I am, you know, shilling for USA Today, essentially, to not cover this since the election is USA Today. Why?
Yes, why?
Cottage industry of conspiracy theorists is basically what we're seeing here. And why do you give a voice to that? You know, why not help drive the dialogue forward on issues that are important to Americans, like health care and other things that need addressing?
Callie Crossley, Lou Dobbs on his radio show said, I believe the president is a citizen of the United States, but he keeps raising these questions. He's complaining about criticism from limp-minded, lily-livered lefties. Is it responsible for Dobbs and others to go on the air, talk about these claims, demand proof, when we have seen a copy of the birth certificate, when Hawaii officials say that Barack Obama was born there in 1961?
It absolutely is not responsible. But here's where I think there is a story to report, if anything, about this, because I'm open-mouthed that it's gotten this much attention. And that is the pressure that's being brought to bear by certain Republicans, by some of the people in these groups, to address it. That, to me, is an interesting story. That, you know, is there a pressure from these groups brought to the Republicans who are struggling to try to find where they're going to go in terms of leadership and where they want to be as a base and as a party? And that, to me, is a story. But the rest of this is crazy. And for people to keep raising it as if it's legitimate to even think about, I'm open-mouthed about it. I really am.
Right. And Roger Simon, just to come back to CNN's role, John Klein, the CNN president, put out a memo saying that it seems the story is dead. But the Dobbs show keeps raising it, although Kitty Pilgrim, filling in for Lou Dobbs, read a statement on the air saying there is overwhelming evidence that proves his birth certificate is real. So does this amount to giving airtime to, you know, flat Earth people?
Yeah, it does. But it's more than that. I mean, some people are flat Earth people. They believe that, you know, we never landed on the moon. But there's a racial element to this story, too. Some people, quite frankly, cannot accept the fact we have a black president. And so they are seeking, not all of them, but some of them, are seeking to delegitimize his presidency by claiming he didn't fulfill the constitutional mandate to have been born in the United States.
And with some assistance from the media, you would say.
With much too much assistance.
I would go even a step farther to say that it's unethical. It's unethical of the media to be taking this issue and putting it front and center when all of the proof is there to the contrary.
All right, gotta get a break. Gotta get a break. Roger Simon, we'll talk to you later this hour.